Hello, everyone. Can I have everyone take their seats, please? Can I have everyone take their seats, please? We'd like to get started in a moment. Do you want me to say their last names? Everyone, can I get you to take your seats? We're going to get started. All right, wow, what a great crowd. We're gonna get started here. This is fantastic. I love seeing all these faces out there. So, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this historic day of St. Clair College Alienware Gaming Lab grand reopening, since we've already had one, and ribbon cutting ceremony. My name is Amar Singh, and I am the Chief Information Officer and Chief Information Security Officer for this college, and I will be the moderator for this afternoon. St. Clair College would like to respectfully recognize and acknowledge that it occupies the traditional, ancestral, and contemporary lands of the Three Fires Confederacy's territory of the Ojibwe, Ottawa, and Potawatomi nations. We acknowledge that many other tribes and indigenous nations that call this beautiful land home. We give thanks to the land and surrounding waters for sustaining us. Thank you. So why are we here today? I'm going to give you a little bit of a history on how this kind of came about. It's kind of interesting. About 15 plus years ago, we used to have an open lab kind of where this is situated, 300 computers. And my staff came to me and said, hey, Amar, we're seeing something funny on the network and something funny on some computers in the open lab. And I'm like, okay, so what is it? Can you guys investigate and let me know? So they came back and they said, yeah, we found out there's about 4 or 5 students that installed games on the machines in the open area and used VPN tunnels to play those games. So the college had a policy of not installing software that wasn't approved, yada, yada, yada. So I had a decision to make. And I will tell you, I'm not a gamer. I can barely play an Atari game, but so I really wasn't up to speed on these things, but some of my staff were. So I had gone to them and said, what do you think? What's this gaming? I know I see it on TV sometimes. Is it getting big? Well, what do you guys think? And they're like, Amar, this is going to be big. This is going to be big business. We play it all the time. We don't go to sleep, and we play all night. So I had a decision to make, and at that time I decided, you know what, I'm not going to go out and discipline the students or anything. What we're going to do is embrace this esports culture. And what we did at that point is went to the SRC. There was a spare room in the back corner of the open area and said, SRC, would you be okay if we bought X number of gaming machines and put them in that lab and said to the students, that's your gaming lab. Don't install it on the other computers because it does disrupt the other computers, but we'll give you an entire lab just for gaming. The SRC loved it. We actually, even back then, we bought 30 Alienware machines and put them in that lab and had the students use that lab for their gaming and everything. That was the most used lab in this institution, period. There was nothing more. We had lineups to get into that lab. So just as that was a first, today is a first. This is the first Alienware gaming lab in Canada by Dell and Alienware. So thank you, Dell. Thank you, SRC. Thank you, St. Clair College management. Thank you to my staff, the IT staff that did all the work. Wonderful. And that's why we're here today. So now what I would like to do is recognize some distinguished guests with us today. And could the following individuals wave or stand up, bow, whatever you'd like to do when I call out your name. St. Clair College President Mike Savaggi. Esports Director Sean Byrne. Alienware General Manager Matt McGowan. Dell Canada Country Lead Pam Peltier. SRC President Rishi Fatash. Team Liquid Fitzy here. And I would also like to recognize a couple counselors from the city, Ronaldo Agostino and Mark McKenzie. Thank you. Thank you for coming. I would now like to take Karen McKenzie. Oh, sorry, John. You didn't give me that name. I would now like to invite Mike Savaggi, St. Clair President, to say a few words.
Thank you, Mar, and welcome. On behalf of the college's administration, it is a pleasure to welcome faculty, support staff, esports athletes and fans, and students who have gathered here. To our long-standing and valued partners in this initiative, Alienware and Dell Canada, and to our friends from the media. Today's announcement of the updating of Nexus and the programs it houses is a microcosm of St. Clair's overall attitude. The best students, faculty, and staff, paired with outstanding private sector partners, coupled with the finest equipment housed in first-rate facilities, all equals the perfect academic and extracurricular experience imaginable. And it is truly a multi-part, symbiotic arrangement of that nature. Like any sort of enterprise, you can have great people, but they may not be able to live up to their full potential if they are functioning in facilities with less than state-of-the-art equipment. And the reverse is true as well. Exceptional facilities are wasted if the people within them are somehow lacking in expertise or dedication. From day one of our pioneering launch of esports academic and athletic programming at St. Clair College, we've had the best of all those elements. The administrative oversight and facilities development support provided by the Student Representative Council, SRC, the financial backing of both the college and our Alumni Association, brilliant faculty, knowledgeable and inspirational coaches, fantastically talented athletes, and enthusiastic students as both casual players and tremendous fans. And we've been blessed from the outset, too, to have the very best corporate partners we could have wished for, our friends from Dell Canada and Alienware. They've always had a profile here, literally, from when our competitive griffins were first hatched in their tiny nest lab until today, when we show off the new and improved Nexus. Hardware, software, advice, sponsorship. Thank you to Dell and Alienware for all of that. Thank you once again for joining us in this celebration. And again, I apologize, but not really, to all of the esports programs at colleges and universities throughout North America, perhaps globally. They will just have to continue to envy St. Clair College. It is now my pleasure to call upon our dedicated faculty, Mr. Sean Byrne, the gentleman who came to both the Student Council and the college's administration years ago with, in hindsight, the apparently not so crazy idea of launching an esports program. Sean?
All right, so I had a super prepared speech, and then I had the natural delivery speech, and I was told, just keep it natural. So that's what I'll try to do, and I'll probably miss a bunch of things, but we'll see how it goes. Got a lot of students in the crowd here watching me, and I'd always tell them. Okay. What I teach them in class all the time, right, is you shouldn't be reading off a paper. So I've made that mistake before. We'll try to keep it a little bit more natural, and we'll see how it goes. But first of all, thank you, President Salvaggi, and thank you for the new presidential support that we're going to have into this new group of people running this college that we're a part of. Looking forward to that relationship. First of all, obviously, I just want to start off by thanking Alienware and Dell. We've been working with Alienware since the very beginning, as President Salvaggi mentioned, even before I started working here. So a little bit of a background. Prior to working here, I worked in kind of private esports for several years, running events all over the province, some even to Michigan, as far north as Montreal as well. And during that time, I was often employing students from St. Clair College, the IT club here at St. Clair. They've got students that know how to build a network, something that I didn't know how to do. My background is actually as in biochemistry. Okay, I know nothing about tech or any of this kind of stuff. In hindsight, I definitely went into the wrong undergraduate field for sure. But those students I was able to bring on, and right from the beginning, they were able to do stuff that professionals in the industry were saying that's not really possible. And then I was able to employ these St. Clair College students learning out of Amar's lab that he built back there on how to run gaming events, right? So students have been a part of this right from the beginning. Now, even back, I don't even still to this day realize how this came to be, right? Amar mentioned it as well. We talked to some schools and we see headlines, the first gaming lab or whatever. Like, we've had a gaming lab here since, I don't know what year, 2005 or something, like something crazy. The college has been so far ahead on understanding the value of what esports can be for students, for the college itself, and for the community. So just a thank you to everybody that somehow decided to make that decision way back in the day, because it led us here to this moment. Now, that lab was open originally, 30 computers in the back room. I remember coming in and it was tight but it worked. And the students, the passion that I felt walking into that room, seeing the students play, hearing them communicate, that really kind of convinced me, like, there's something here, there's something in this. I've been a gamer my whole life, but seeing that and understanding it allowed me to really think about these things on a whole other level. From there, though, we needed a bigger home, and it took a long time. For a while, we've got 2 rooms over here that Mr. Savaji referred to as the nest. Small rooms, I don't even know what the square footage would be, maybe 800 square feet or less. And somehow we made it work, winning a lot of championships out of those rooms. And always it was on Alienware machines, right? So you can see some of our early banners up here, 2019, 2021, working out of those small little rooms. But it was enough. It gave us what we needed to be successful. And now we're looking forward to seeing what we can do with this wonderful facility, something that every school in not only Canada, but really in the world is envious of. To the point now where we are getting recruits coming globally to our school. We've got this semester, maybe there's a few here, we'll see. We've got players from Germany, we've got players from the UK, we've got players from the US, we've got players from South America coming here because we are building things properly. We're building an esports program from the ground up that's holistic, that appeals to everybody in any different part of esports, whether it's varsity programs, academic programs, broadcast, marketing, content creation. We're trying to appeal to everybody. It all stems, though, with the competition. One of the big things we ran into the last few years, we sat down and we were winning championships, but we've got some competitors down the road, up to 401 and a few other schools. And I remember sitting down with our former president, Patty France, and she asked me, what do you need to stay ahead of them? And I said, we need equipment. We need the top of the line equipment to make sure that our athletes have what they need. And the way to think about it, like, I know there are a lot of people here obviously know what esports is and everything. If you want to perform at the top level, you need your equipment to perform at the top level as well. Just like a basketball player needs the top of the line best shoes to compete. Just like a tennis pro is going to have, a several $100 racket. We need to have those things for our players to utilize. And Dell and Alienware are able to provide that. And we're looking forward to seeing what we can accomplish. We've got, you see 6 banners up here on this side. We've got 6 other ones that are gonna go on this side. And we're already discussing, like, what are we gonna do? We're out of space. We're gonna have to figure out how to condense these things because we're just winning a ton of championships at this point. And I think now with this facility in place, this was one of the things we were worried about was, these other schools are gonna catch up if we don't find a way to fix this problem. And Alienware and our IT department here at the school and the SRC especially have really come on board to help us solve that problem. So I'm really looking forward to what we can do in the upcoming years. Now, competitive competition, this is just one side of what we do. The other part was in 2019, we launched our academic program. We were one of the first schools in the world to launch a program like this. It's the Esports Administration and Entrepreneurship Program. The idea with this was I didn't want students to have to go through the struggles I went through. I mentioned before I was a biochemistry major. That did not do me any favors when I was trying to figure out how to run esports events and build budgets and floor plans and all of those kind of things that I needed to know how to do. And so when I got tapped on the shoulder to develop that academic program, I started thinking, okay, if I was to restart and enroll in a program that this time actually worked for me, what would it look like? And I had the opportunity to do that, and I think we've done a pretty good job. There's a lot of work to go. I'm not super happy with exactly where the program is right now, but already we've seen some tremendous success out of it. We've got alumni here in the crowd that have gone through the program and have jobs in the industry now, something that most other schools would love to be able to say, but can't. And so that's, the proof is there. It's possible. We've got work to do, but I'm happy with where it's going. And the idea behind that program was, how do we equip these students to go out, not just to compete at a high level? The varsity program accomplishes that in a very good way. How do we prepare students to go in, run a broadcast or run events or work in partnerships or manage teams? How do we get those skills into our students' hands? And I think we've done a really good job at doing that. Generally each year bringing in about 50 students to learn from us, and not only Canadians now either, not only from Windsor, Essex County. I think if we were to compare the data, like we're above average in terms of bringing students from outside the local area because they want to be a part of this environment. And at the end of the day, one of the big selling points is this facility that we have here that draws those students to this campus. Now, let's see where I want to go here next. So we've got the varsity side and we've got the academic side, but really, if you want to think about it, where this all began was the community side, right? Even prior to our competitive teams, we had students, as Amar mentioned, lining up to use that lab. We've taken that to a whole new level with this facility. Nick is around somewhere. If you talk with Nick, he'll give you the data. Thousands of students coming in here each month to utilize this facility. Many of them, I would say, argue most of them, not on a varsity team, not in the academic program, but they want to be a part of this community that we're building on campus. You see the students here all lined up, all part of this community, and it's really become a home for a lot of students to come and be a part and feel like they're a part of campus. I know as a student, not at St. Clair, at a different school down the road, I was a commuter student, and I never really felt like I had that attachment to my school. Like I went to class, did my work, got in my car, drove home. But I think what we've created here is this environment where students are more willing to stick around and feel like there's something to buy into, something to support, something to be a part of. And that's what I think overall, the varsity success, the academic success, those are great. But at the end of the day, that community part has been the part that I really love the most, and I think is what is creating the most value for students here at St. Clair. So I think that covers kind of the stuff I wanted to talk about. Natural delivery, I think I missed half of what's on this paper, but we'll just go with it. You can come chat with me after. I love chatting about these things. But I just wanted to finish off just one more time with thanking, the SRC, St. Clair College, and of course, Alienware for their continued support of our programs. And we're looking forward to a tremendous amount of success moving forward. So thank you. And next, I'll invite Matt McGowan, Director of Dell Gaming, to the stage to provide a few words for us as well.
All right, Sean's going to be a tough one to follow. But I just have to say, this is absolutely incredible. I mean, look at this space. This is the sixth one that I've done, and it happens to be the first in Canada, which is excellent. But the space that you guys have built here is absolutely state of the art. I haven't seen anything like this. Basically, the ones that we've done have been half of this, a third of this. So your all's commitment to this shows just by nature of the build out. And so for that, I'm very impressed to start off. St. Clair has long demonstrated leadership in this space. As evidenced by the space, but also evidenced by the curriculum that you're putting together around esports, the absolutely competitive varsity teams that you have generated out of this, the recruitment, and it's home to the largest esports arena in Canada, which is also extremely impressive. So I just want to say, you guys are setting the standard for what excellence looks like in esports in the collegiate setting, and I believe that the other universities are taking note. So the opportunities within esports go beyond just having fun and playing games. This lab is a space to train the athletes, obviously, but we believe it opens the door to career paths that extend much broader than just athlete development. This is an industry with a broad set of skills that go just beyond player development that you would find in any large enterprise. And that's why we're very passionate about partnering in something like this with St. Clair and the SRC. Our hope is that this space inspires creativity, teamwork, and innovation. Those are things that have been core to Alienware as I've been a part of it, and I'm happy that you guys have the same values. So let's talk about the equipment. You guys have the state-of-the-art gaming equipment. You have desktop PCs that we've built in conjunction with Intel. It's absolutely state-of-the-art. You have Alienware displays, which are absolutely state-of-the-art. You have client peripherals that are state-of-the-art. You have the best of the best in this facility, and you guys should be really proud of that. So it's fantastic. I love seeing it. Obviously, these are designed with esports in mind, but they're great for content creation and a lot of the other career paths that we mentioned that contribute to the esports industry. So once again, I want to thank everyone who made this possible. We're excited to see what the students of St. Clair will achieve with this incredible new space. And now I'd like to introduce our Dell Canada country leader, Pam.
Matt and I work for the same company. We've both been at Dell for 24 years. We met today. What's interesting is half the things that Matt said are on my, yes, nicely prepared speech that I was planning on reading. So what do I do now? I'm still going to read it. I'm not as good as you are. But I do want to start, before I even look at this, with a thank you. I am looking at all of you amazing students. This has got to be boring for you, I'm sure, hearing all of us speak, but you are engaged, you're leaning in, you are clearly passionate, and that's what is so incredibly important. And I will leave here and go talk to my 19-year-old and 18-year-old son, and I will actually be kind of cool tonight when I tell them about where I am today and what I'm getting to do. So awesome to see all of you here today. Our partnership with St. Clair College, our friendship for many years. I can't thank you enough for everything that you've done to make this possible. We spoke about it earlier. It is not easy. I know from an administration perspective, this takes a lot. It's a lot of red tape and a lot of work that goes behind this, but transforming those, couple of machines to this is just nothing short of impressive, and getting all of the students involved and, the support of the SRC. I can't thank you all enough. Our partners at Team Liquid, you have been phenomenal partners along the way. I think we have great synergies. I'm so excited to continue to work. I don't know if anyone's here from Intel, but Intel's a phenomenal partner of ours. We couldn't have done this without you. Finally, the Dell team. There are many of the Dell team members here today, our amazing folks, our marketing folks, our support folks. Thank you. It absolutely takes a village to make something like this happen. But one person stands out. When she came to me a number of months ago and said, I want to create an Alienware lab in Canada, the first in Canada. Yes, we'd created some across the globe, but they weren't thinking necessarily about Canada. And this person put her, oh, and by the way, she said it's going to be at St. Clair College. And I said, yes. But she put her blood, sweat, and tears into making this happen. Just an unbelievable effort, pulling everyone together, and as usual, taking an idea and making it happen. Katina, can you please stand up? Everyone needs to thank you for everything that you do. Truly, you are amazing. Thank you. Okay, so now for the boring stuff. It's an absolute pleasure to be here with all of you at the state-of-the-art sports arena here at St. Clair College. This is a significant milestone, as I said, in our shared journey towards fostering innovation, collaboration, and excellence in the world of esports. Does that sound familiar or what? At Dell, our vision has always been, to help people reach their full potential and to enable human progress. And I think what we've accomplished today, what we set out to do, what we've accomplished is a huge step towards meeting that goal. It's about creating these immersive experiences that bring people together, that challenge your minds and inspire creativity. This arena is a testament to our continued commitment to this vision. It's a space where you can get together, where you can learn, grow, and be gamers together or as individuals. Esports is more than just playing games. It's a powerful tool for learning and development. Through esports, students can develop critical skills like strategic thinking, teamwork, communication, and problem solving. These skills are not only essential for you at school, but as you enter into the future, the job market. By participating in esports, you're preparing yourselves for future careers in a variety of fields, from technology to engineering to business to marketing. Our commitment to education and innovation drives us to continually push technology limits. We aim to create inclusive, immersive experiences that bring people together from all walks of life. This arena is more than just a gaming space. It is a community. It is a community where students can foster those connections and inspire one another and work together. We believe that through gaming experiences, we can enrich lives and connect communities worldwide. So thank you once again to St. Clair for this partnership, for this journey. We're so excited as we open the doors to relaunch the Saints gaming space. We can embrace the spirit of innovation and collaboration, and hopefully this will inspire and connect you with others who share your passion. Let the games begin. Thank you. And now I would like to announce and introduce you. No, I guess I'm not introducing you, right? Because most of these people know you. But I'd like to introduce our next speaker, Rishi, who is the president of your SRC.
Thanks, ma'am, for the introduction. So, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, and passionate gamers, on the behalf of St. Clair Student Representative Council, I would like to formally thank you all for joining us today to celebrate the grand opening of a new and improved Alienware gaming lab. This is a momentous occasion, not just unveiling of a new venue, but the realization of a vision shared by so many. I want to thank the Dell Computers, Alienware for their incredible support in upgrading the Alienware lab. The lab has been always a great space for students, but with the new Alienware equipment, it's better than ever now. We're excited to see how this upgrade will enhance the gaming experience of our students. I will also thank the senior administration at St. Clair College for their constant support, which made this facility possible. Their dedication to our campus community and their investment in esports shows their forward-thinking leadership. Is a heartfelt thank you to our Nexus Esports and SRC staff team who worked tirelessly to bring this dream to life. Your dedication and your creativity has transformed an idea into a space where countless memories will be made. And of course, a special thank you to our gamers and fans who inspire us every day. This space is for you guys, where your skills, passion, and enthusiasm will truly shine. Here's to thrilling victories, competitions, and a vibrant community. Welcome to a new hub. We are looking forward to see how this upgraded lab will make the student life more exciting. Thank you, guys. Welcome. And now I will welcome on the stage our person from Liquid, Vinci here.
All right, these people are way more important than me. I don't know what I'm doing here. So I'm from Team Liquid. I am a content creator, if you don't know who I am. Does anyone know who I am out there? Does anybody know? Okay, so anyways, I make content on Twitch, on YouTube, gaming, of course, and I've been around a while. Back in 2011 I've been gaming my whole life. I don't know. I've always been gaming. I don't remember what my first game was. I was probably on the NES. And my first gaming computer that I bought was a Dell, as I just said. It was to play RuneScape. I was getting kicked off my parents' PC because I blue screened it. I don't know what I did. They were coming home, I had to turn the power off, and I had to blue screen it. They couldn't see me up that late. So I've been doing in the scene and whatnot for a while. Have kind of seen it evolve a lot over the years. 2011, I played StarCraft 2. Any StarCraft gamers out there? Anybody? Yeah, I see one back there. All right. What main? Zerg? All right, I was a Zerg, so, and did the pro scene a little bit. And at the time, Team Liquid was that was the team to be on. And I wanted to do a little, when I went into college, I knew what I wanted to do. It was play games and stream, because streaming was kind of just coming out. But it wasn't all there yet. The environment that we're in now, where it's kind of a little more financially feasible, wasn't quite there then. So I had to take a little break, come back around, and focused a little more on content creation then. And then I reached out to Team Liquid, and I was like, hey, let me see what we can do. And been with them for about a year, just over a year. But to see this facility here, when I competed in college, I was on a laptop, and I specifically avoided parts of the map because my computer would lag. So I was losing advantageous situations to be able to play. So to be able to have the top of the line stuff is so cool. And also to just be in a space that is shared with other students, to be able to play games with them, not only as competition wise, how you can improve to compete, but also to just find friends. It's very cool. And that it's right attached. I think it's really cool that it's right attached to, the cafeteria is right over there, right? Where someone can walk by and be like, what's going on in there? Oh my gosh, let me come stop in and see what's all this gaming about, It's not just this oh, there's gamers, It's a little more mainstream now. So yeah, it's very cool. So excited to be here. Thank you for having me. And of course, Dell, Alienware, and St. Clair College. Very cool. Thank you for having me. But yeah, you guys need the round of applause for this facility, because again, so cool to not only just have the computers to do stuff, but also, you have the broadcast room over there, the fact that there's a stage, and all of the stuff, I got the little tour and the audio stuff back there, very cool. Again, I went into more content creation after the esports side, so having all those different avenues that you can kind of decide which route you want to go, and options are there, very cool. So huge shout out to, again, Dell, Alienware, and St. Clair College. So. I don't know if I'm turning this over to anybody else. Who's next? That's up to you.
Thank you, Fitzy. Thank you for all of the speakers. That was some great speeches, and you can see the passion that we have here at the college, not just for esports, but today's esports, but for everything we do in this institution. We're very passionate. So this concludes the kind of, you want to say, the boring part of the event. Now we're going to get into, over the next few hours, there's going to be some events. Team Liquid is going to do an event. There's going to be draws. I believe there's a laptop up for a draw to be won, and things like that. But before we do all that, we're going to do the final piece and the ribbon cutting. So if I can invite everybody up to do the final ribbon cut, that'd be great. right, thank you, everyone.
Okay, everybody, so for the next about 45 minutes, you're free to explore the space and learn what it's about, talk with our staff here. And then afterwards, at 1:30, I'm going to introduce Zarin up to the stage. And looks like Zarin has something to say, so I'm going to come on up right now.
Okay, real quick, if we could settle in just for a couple minutes here. I won't be too long. Just to explain the giveaway, which is I know why a lot of the students are here today for. So we're excited to get that going. Wait. Okay. So, how it's going to work, you guys are going to have 5 stations to go to. Well, 4 stations plus an activity at the end, which I'll get to in a second. You're going to go around the Open Lab. You will collect a stamp from a Nexus staff member. You will also get a ticket. It is super important you hang on to the ticket, as you'll need it for the end to actually enter the raffle. So first things first, just being here, gets you a stamp. Gets you a stamp and a ticket. So good job, everybody. Yeah, thank you for being here. Secondly, you're going to sign up for GG Leap, which is the program that we have installed here on our computers. You're also, if you already have an account, you can just verify it with the front desk, which is over at the front right if you don't know where it is. You'll get a stamp, get a ticket, and so on and so forth. Third, you're going to go into the Open Lab. There's going to be a QR code on one of the flat screen TVs in our gorgeous Alienware lab. Fourth item, you're going to make a social media post. You're going to tag Saints Gaming CA as well as Alienware. Talk about the facility, the event, whatever you would like. Just make sure you tag the both of those accounts, and you'll get a stamp and a ticket as well. Finally, we will have a Overwatch show match at the very end. You need to stay for that. The tickets and stamps will be handed out at the end of it as well. So you need all 5 in order to be entered for the raffle and get your 6th ticket. And we'll obviously do the raffle at the end. As mentioned, there will be an Alienware gaming laptop handed out to the grand prize winner, as well as 2 headsets, 2 keyboards, and 2 mice. At the very end, which again we'll talk about in about an hour or so, there's going to be a post-event survey that will be posted somewhere, which I'll get that information, and you'll be entered to win a backpack. So lots of fun stuff. Please be respectful. There's a lot of people here, so I would encourage everybody to kind of move around freely. Don't necessarily have to go in order. Be respectful of people around you. Be aware of your space. And yeah, we'll see you guys in about half an hour or so. Hello, hello. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, in about 5 minutes, we're going to have Fitzy Q&A session with Team Liquid. So if you guys want to get settled in here in the pit, we'll get set up, and again, in about 5 minutes.
Mic 2, check, check. Yep, we're good.
Okay, we're gonna get settled in here in just a second. All right, everybody, welcome to the Team Liquid portion of the event. First off, I want to thank Alienware, Dell, Intel, as well as St. Clair College. None of this would be possible without them. I know when I first enrolled in 2019, this space did not even exist. So we've come a long way, and we've won several national championships up here, due in part with the college and Dell as well. So a huge thank you to them and all the representatives that were able to make it out today. But now we have a special guest. You guys already met him, making the drive all the way up from Cincinnati, Ohio. Go Steelers. Primarily streaming Overwatch, dabbles in other games as well. I saw him playing Deadlock just the other day, and of course a part of Team Liquid. 40,000 Twitter followers as well as over 230,000 Twitch followers. So please welcome from Team Liquid, Fitzy.
As he said, I'm Fitzy here. I'm from Team Liquid. One of our partners, of course, is Alienware. So once again, one more clap for Alienware. You know, getting this set up for us. Yeah, I was just gonna Q&A. I mean, I did. Let's see, a little bit about me. I started college in 2011, University of Cincinnati, and esports was kind of just starting then. Did StarCraft, competed collegiate and also a little professional as well. If you know WCS in the Overwatch world, it kind of started in StarCraft because it's Blizzard, same company, etc. And yeah, after that, I kind of set gaming aside to focus on school a little bit because when it's time to focus on school, it's time to focus on school. And then kind of came back around and leaned more on the content creation side. And yeah, so started streaming Overwatch in 2017 and then went full-time, quit my job because I had an internship, which then landed a full-time job as a QA tester at an insurance company. And in 2018, so it was like a year and 3 months later, I quit that to pursue content creation full-time. And about a year and a couple months ago is when I joined Team Liquid. So that's where I'm at. I stream, upload to YouTube, mainly play Overwatch, play other games, as he said. So, yeah. Feel free to ask questions, I guess. Any questions on anything? Content creation, go ahead.
How was the process of joining Team Liquid? Like, how did you first get in contact with them?
So previous team I was on, one of my teammates got on, Slissa, she got on Team Liquid for Hearthstone, and I reached out to her. I was like, hey, is Team Liquid looking for somebody? Are they looking for me? You know, like, am I going to be a good fit? She put me in contact with somebody who put me in contact with somebody. So networking is important. If I've learned anything, networking is very important in anything. And yeah, then we just chatted, made to see if it was a good fit, and just kind of go all the, you know, the numbers and everything. And then, so that started in like March, and then it was like July was the announcement, so.
Thank you very much. All right, I have the microphone, so I'll hand it over to Zarin.
Yeah, sure. How would you define what being a successful streamer is, and what will it take to achieve that for those that want to take that route that you did?
It depends on with anything, there's always it depends. Being a successful streamer or content creator can be as simple as like, I want to share something with somebody. You know, that could be, I want to share, nobody else has made this content, you know, on how to do blah. Maybe you yourself was like, hey, I want to learn how to play as this hero, or learn how to do this tech, and you couldn't find it, you couldn't upload it, or you couldn't, find it on YouTube or whatever. So you decide to make it yourself, and maybe that's success for you. Is that like you shared that knowledge with somebody else? But success is determined by anybody. Obviously, being able to do it as a career, and I get to play video games for work. I find that as a success. You know, able to survive and play video games is great. So yeah, for me, I mean, that was going full time was like that was a huge step. And it wasn't like it happened overnight. You know, like I said, it took about a year and 3 months of I was working, I was going to school, and I was streaming, and I was able to do all of that. And if you really want to pursue content creation, I think doing it on the side is the best option. Like, there's been people like, how do you get into it? How do you start it? Doing it on the side, if you have enough passion to be able to do it on the side, then if it does become something that you can pursue full time, then go for it, you know? I think by the time I quit my job, I was averaging like 500 viewers or whatnot. So it wasn't just like I'm just gonna quit my job and go with 2 viewers and good luck, you know? Like you can have all of the parts to a good stream, but there is a little bit of luck involved of being in the right place at the right time and stuff. And unfortunately, sometimes that doesn't happen for everybody. You just have to manipulate it the best you can. Or if you would. We need you to yell.
What or who inspired you to become a content creator?
I've been playing games my whole life. Honestly, I wanted to be an actor. And that kind of wasn't feasible. And so I was like, well, I really like games. Actually, any Age of Empires players out there? Nobody. No, it's RTS. Anyways, Age of Empires, it was like RTS. And I was playing that online. And good enough. And then StarCraft came out, played that, was like the top rank. And so I started watching some of the StarCraft streamers, and it was like, oh, okay, if they can do that, why can't I? Well, I didn't have the good computer enough to do it. So here you can, you know, you can try it and see, you know, if you want to do something like that. So yeah, it was just, I guess StarCraft streamers were inspiring me. But yeah, it was something I always kind of wanted to do. And it was just the mix of both worlds of being good. I'm a competitive person, so the competition, the video games, and of course the like entertaining and educational aspect. Oh, I'm sorry. You want to? Oh my God, it's so loud. I'll just lean down here. There we go. All right, I got it.
What's one of the major challenges you faced throughout your career?
Now or along the journey? Along the journey. Well, since we're college students, I'll talk about my college slightly. Yeah, I struggled with school. First year and 2 years. It was a mix of like not knowing what I wanted to do. I started out as architectural engineering, learned I didn't like to draw. So, but meanwhile, video games was there, and I was like, I really want to do this. But it was just financially was not where it was now. Like I had like 500 viewers then, and it was like, yeah, here's $300 a month for like 40 hours a week. Yeah, it was not very there was no subscribe button on Twitch, so if that tells you anything. And it was like, anyways. So then determining how to balance school and gaming and life in general was probably the hardest challenge. And yeah, that's why I had to, ultimately I had to stop streaming for a few years to kind of like reassess where I was at and figure it out. And then when I came back, streaming was more financially viable, and I was able to do it. So it's a little bit easier now. But yeah, that was probably the hardest challenge. It's been hard to, navigate a career that doesn't exist, right? Like, esports in 2011 was very, very new. There was like very few, and streaming itself also like was very new. I did coaching for money instead of like, people would be like, oh, I want to learn, and that's how I was able to get money was via coaching. Whereas now it's like advertisements and subscriptions. So yeah, that was challenge, was finding a balance between essentially work-life type balance. Whoever you pick.
how your parents sports when you started e-sport?
I'm sorry.
Like how your parents supported you? Like they supported you, or they said just focus on your studies or instead of playing games?
I'm sorry. There's just a lot of. Well,
Like your parents.
oh, how did my parents support me? Thank you. I'm so sorry. It was hard. A little bit. So yeah, it went back and forth. You know, I was like, hey, I remember the first time I competed online. I was like, Mom, I'll do whatever you want. Let me just play for 2 hours and just like shh. And then of course I played the best person in the game and lost immediately. So it was only like 30 minutes, but. Then it was college, and they just saw the report cards, so they didn't quite understand. Which again, you know, those first couple years was more of me. I truly was like not doing well in school and whatnot. So then it was like, oh, this was caused because of that. And it was like, yes and no. It was like, you know, could have been other things. So they were definitely hesitant. And so like, you know, I took an internship class. I got a job. Or an internship, and then they brought me on full time. Which actually, when I put it on my resume from the little bit I did in, you know, the first couple years, that's any interview. That's all they wanted to talk about was what is this streaming thing? What is this gaming thing? Like what? They didn't care about my previous work experience. It was like, what is this unique thing that you've done? And that definitely helped. Like, so I had to make sure I didn't talk too much about it. You know, I couldn't get too nerdy about it, but also being able to use that on my resume to adjust to different things. Like maybe I'm going for a marketing job, and I could be like, yeah, you know, I had to brand myself and how to market that, and then maybe talk about like how it used public speaking, or the global. I don't know. Like you could turn so many things about content creation and competing into how it does well on the job. But to answer your question, because I'm getting off topic, I had my full-time job. I was doing good in school. So I was doing good in school. I was doing good at my job, and I was doing streaming on the side. And then it finally was doing well enough that I was like, I put together this little presentation, had my little Excel spreadsheet, and like pros and cons of both things, you know, like I could stay at this job, work here for 40 years, or I could do this fun new thing, you know, like, and here's the projection. And I remember I showed my mom this whole presentation, talked to her about 20 minutes, you know, talked about it, and I said, so what do you think? She said, it doesn't matter what I think, you're gonna do it anyways. And I was like, you're damn straight, I am. So at that point, they were, you know, they still ask me today, it's like, so how do you make money? And I'm like, just that's okay, don't worry about it. I'm paid by Amazon and Google, it's okay, it's not going anywhere, so. But yeah, it was definitely initially hesitant, and at a time where I was still 19, you know, like living at home, you know, I still wasn't quite moved out, so they were still parenting, you know, so they were hesitant, but just like to make sure I was doing the right thing, you know. Anyways, I hope that answered your question.
Making that transition from like pro play obviously to content creation, what sparked the game change? Obviously you played RTS games like growing up. What made you switch over to Overwatch?
So that's sorry. I played Blizzard games, so played StarCraft, and then I actually played Dota, which was not StarCraft. Funnily enough, before I really got into StarCraft, there was a custom game in StarCraft that was like Dota. So then when Dota came out and I got introduced from Blitz, who actually, funnily enough, is the coach for Team Liquid now, he introduced me to Dota. That just won the International. And so having that like MOBA aspect and then going into first-person shooter was very different, but it still was a Blizzard game, and I was like, I'll give it a try. And it kind of just fit the like, yeah, there was first-person shooter stuff, but it was also a MOBA, so it was like the ability stuff. My aim was trash. I played Mei and would freeze people and shoot their head because I couldn't aim. And it's still not my strong suit, but back then it was bad. It was bad. But yeah, it was just I couldn't really get back to StarCraft because there was this like expectation for myself of like, I played at this level. And so I like tried to play it back at that level, and I'm just like, I don't have as much time to play at this level. So I'm playing here and losing to these people, and I'm like, I shouldn't be losing to those people. So it just stopped being enjoyable, unfortunately. And so yeah, Overwatch was this new thing that like, I'm not supposed to be good. I've never played a first-person shooter. I played Halo on Xbox with my brother as here's the second controller, but I never like, really played on PC. So yeah, it was just StarCraft into Dota into Overwatch because it's more of a MOBA, but then yeah, now I play more shooter stuff too, and then of course now there's Deadlock, which is Dota and Overwatch, kind of a little mix of both. So excited to transition to that a little bit. Or who's got? Oh, he's got it back there. I'm sorry. No question for you.
Have you ever felt burnt out in like content creation, and like how did you overcome it?
You're what?
Have you ever felt burnt out in like content?
Have I ever felt burnt out? I think every content creator goes through burning out. It's at different levels. I am one who will play other games. I'm like sometimes streamers will get a little bit caught up on the finances of it, which I understand it's your job, etc. And sometimes you just, okay, I got to go to work. I'm just going to put my head down and go. Unfortunately, as a content creator, a lot of what you're putting on is like having a good time and being like an why do you watch a streamer? They're entertaining, educational, really good, whatever it is. If all of a sudden you're just like, I got to play against Diva for the 30,000th time today. And like, if you're not having a good time, then like your audience is not going to enjoy it either. There are definitely times where I've had a little burnout. I just switch games a little bit. There's never been like a content creation burnout really, mainly just a like singular game or whatnot. But there will definitely be phases, so yeah, it happens. It just depends on what levels. I feel like I have a manageable amount of level or manage it well.
My question is mostly for like Overwatch and
Is for what?
Overwatch 2 and like season 12.
Just point your mic a little bit.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
How do you feel about Overwatch 2? Like from the transition from Overwatch 1 to Overwatch 2 with the 6v6 to 5v5?
This question. No. So Overwatch 2 was supposed to be, the whole PvE thing. That was kind of their main thing. I was upset that they weren't releasing heroes during that time because there was that period from like 2019 to 2021 that I think we got Echo and that was it. It was like right after Sigma, we got Echo and that was it. And it was like, Overwatch 2's coming. I was like, yeah. And then they kind of were like, oh, and then there's been the whole transition with Microsoft and everything. But to answer your question, 5v5, 6v6, I think a main reason why they did it was queue times. I mean, they made a post recently like, I would sit in 10-minute queues for DPS, and now it's like instant, like get in, and which is good and bad. I've waited in 10-minute Dota queues plenty of times, but those games are also like an hour or so. So I think, much like anything we could say the same thing about the transition from like 6v6 non-roll queue to 6v6 roll queue. Like I loved being able to be like, dude, let's run 3 DPS, 2 support, 1 tank. Versus 3 tank and whatever. Like I liked the flex. And so I was a little disappointed when it was like, oh, here, because my anti sniper hero was like, I'll just go Hammond. They can't shoot my head. And then they're like, just kidding, you can't do that because you're locked on DPS. So the transition to 5v5 to 6v6, same thing, or 6v6 to 5v5, same thing. I think it's hard to balance the tanks, obviously, but it was hard with 2 tanks as well. The double shield stuff. There's ultimately always going to be some sort of issue of balance or whatnot when there's, I don't know. At any rate, I did enjoy the 2 tanks with the the Reinhardt Zarya and the you do the different combos that were fun to play with. So it was sad to see them go, but yeah. And now games are unfortunately somewhat determined by the tank player of like, are they going to switch? I don't know. So to answer your question, how did I like the transition? I don't know. I'm one. I mean, they've changed Somber like 17 times, so I just continue to adapt and accept that the past is the past and kind of move forward. And if you can't have fun with that, then like you're not going to have fun with the game. So just having the mental to like continue to change your mindset, because back in the day I'm sure there were people that only played goats and they're like, wow, they got rid of it and now they're upset, and it's like, why can't we go back to that? And then there's the people that wanted to play moth meta, if you guys are even old enough for that, I don't know. But anyways, every time there's a new season or like a new big change or a new wave of meta, there's people that liked the old one, hate the new one, and then there's people that like the new one, hated the old one. So I just try to stay in I'm enjoying the game as it is, and I don't know, I'm not super strongly opinionated, I guess.
Did you ever struggle with viewer count, like being overwhelmed with your viewers or maybe being disappointed with your number of viewers?
Being overwhelmed with what?
With the number of viewers or being disappointed in the number of viewers?
Viewer count. The streamers, I don't know. Viewer counts in streaming are definitely you can have a good or bad relationship with it. I think a lot of streamers, I mean, you have the option to hide it even. Some streamers will they don't even know. I've never really been overwhelmed with too many viewers. The most I've ever had was on the Overwatch 2 beta launch, first time, and it was 23,000 viewers. It was a lot. Didn't feel much different. And they were just there for drops. They were AFK. It's fine. But there were still 23,000 people there, and you're just like, if you try to like visualize that, you're like, wow, that's like a whole football stadium or whatever. And in terms of numbers, it goes up and down. Which means that your money goes up, your income fluctuates and goes up and down. And like if you play a new game, and that's what deters a lot of streamers from moving on to different games. It's like, oh, I've got 1,000 viewers in Overwatch. Why would I move on to a different game where I only have 200? And I feel like I'm one of the streamers that feels very comfortable with like, I'm okay with the fluctuations. Like I'd rather bring good entertainment and self-care entertainment. I'm not gonna sit there and, like I was talking about earlier, of like part of the burnout thing of like constantly playing the same game to maintain that viewer count, which I could do, you can do. So it's finding the balance between like managing, keeping your numbers relative enough, and then also trying to find new things and whatnot. And you can also kind of think of it as companies making new products and rebranding-ish, of like, if that makes sense, of like rebranding to a new game, where it's like a risk and like there's loss potentially, but the reward could be great as well.
I got one question myself. Was there anything that surprised you when you went into content creation and started finding success? Or was it all as you expected?
Gosh, I've been around for so long that it's like, anything that surprised me? I don't know that there was anything that like, wasn't anything crazy surprises. I mean, like, you meet your other, you go to BlizzCon and like, there's other content creators that you've gamed with and whatnot, and it's more of just really cool. I guess less surprise, more cool. Sometimes surprise is like, I'll be out in public and just like, someone will be like, oh, are you Fitzy here? And I'm like, yeah, it's me. Yeah, like, I don't know. You never know. And then later on, someone will look at you weird, and you're like, "Why are they looking at me?" And it's like, "Oh, he has on my shirt." So I don't know. Nothing crazy surprise for me. I don't know if I've just been like ahead of it. I don't know. I don't know. Nothing crazy, I guess. Any other questions? What was that? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. As I was saying, is there any kind of updates that you to be either take a break or just...
Is there any update that would make me retire? They deleted Sombra. No, no. Like I was saying with he was asking about the transition from 5v5 to 6v6 to 5v5. Like having the mindset to continually adapt, like what you enjoy about the game. I'm fine with change, and I guess what would force me to retire would be that nobody else was watching, so my viewer count tanked. Nothing about the game that would really wow, they changed that, I can't play anymore, that I can think of. But who knows? Who knows what they who knows what they could cook up? But right now.
Do you have any business ventures outside of streaming?
I do need to start thinking about that a little bit. Not at the moment. I've just kind of been coasting a little bit, won't gonna lie. Team Liquid's new to me. Maybe I do more branding stuff, more sponsorship stuff. But no, there's nothing at the moment. Later on, doing some sort of consulting stuff for new streamers, which isn't outside of streaming, but something like that. It would be cool to do something like this, go and coach a team or whatnot. I think it'd be fun. But yeah, at the moment, just streaming, content creation. Cool. Any other questions? I'll hand it back over.
All right, thank you very much, and thank you to Fitzy for coming out and doing this. Very much appreciated for him for coming out to this event. Again, it's about Alienware, it's about St. Clair, but Fitzy was able to offer some very valuable insights if that's a path that you guys want to go down. So if that is something that you do want to do, someone like this is definitely the person to talk to. If you are new to the community or new to St. Clair College or new to the facility, whatever it might be, definitely encourage all of you to continue coming out, check out our open lab, play in it. I've been a student on the outside, and I've been a student on the inside of the program, and I can say that this has made me grow a lot, not only as a person but as a student. So I highly encourage everybody here to keep continuing to come out to the Nexus. We have a fantastic facility here, and you guys have obviously seen that today. So as we move forward, we're going to get into our Overwatch show match, and I'll get into that in a sec. But first, throughout the match, after the first map, you guys are going to go to the front desk, collect your 6th or 5th stamp, and get your 6th ticket, and that way you'll be entered into the grand prize for the Alienware gaming laptop. And as well, with the laptop, we also have 2 headsets, 2 keyboards, and 2 mics to give away as well. So if you're not here, you will not win. So make sure you stick around, have your ticket on hand, or tickets on hand, listen for your number, and we'll do the raffle at the end of the show match. So now we have the show match. We're going to send Fitzy and Matthias up into the St. Clair booth. So we're going to take a short little break, and coming up next is going to be St. Clair versus, well, St. Clair. So stick around. We'll get started here in a second. Sure.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to more of the Saints stream today. I am Amanda, also known as Commanda, and joined by me, we have a very special guest. We have Connor Fitzy
Hello.
here.
Hello. Happy to be here.
Yeah,
Happy to
thank
be
you
here.
for being here. Yeah, it's a very exciting day. Unveiling the Alienware lab for all of our students at St. Clair to come visit and check out. So pretty exciting day and lots of raffles and fun things happening. I mean, you just had the Q&A. How was that?
Got some good questions.
Oh, yeah.
Ready to, you know, give those minds something to think about. You know, if you want to go into content creation, you know, what is to come, what are the challenges and whatnot. So very good, very insightful. Hopefully I was insightful. I don't know.
Absolutely. Yeah, I heard a little bit over in the back, so it sounded good to me. I could hear a little bit in the background. It sounded like we were almost getting into game here.
Watch Q-pop.
Yeah, I know, right? I hear that sound in my dreams now.
Sure.
It's like, you know. I'm actually finding out for production right now. Map 1 is a classic Legion Tower.
We're gonna say King's Row. It's classic.
Also very classic on the Saints broadcast. We used to call it Saints Row.
Oh.
Yeah, because
I
they would
heard
always pick
Winston.
it. Yep. So it looks like our teams here today, we're gonna see some new faces and some old. Mainly our varsity and academy teams here today. We have like Razor, Red X, we have Injustice, we have Judgmental, Zay, but we also have Love Note, Noxious, Bailable, an old face there from like 2 or 3 years ago on the varsity team, Soaks, and then I do not know how to pronounce that name. I'm gonna be honest, but I think that is Hostway? I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna get right into the game here. Yeah, we can see Razor gonna get a kill immediately here. Noxious gonna get a little bit of revenge, taking out Red X. still a bit of a struggle in that shelter on the side.
Well, it looks like Razor just killing everybody now.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
Somber fell, but not in vain.
You know, they call him Winton for a reason.
He's gonna win. He's
Yeah,
gonna win
exactly.
these fights. I'm surprised we don't have any Diva. You know, she was a terror, but she did get nerfed, this week. So maybe, or maybe they're not comfortable on Diva. Not sure.
Might
but
be
of
a
course,
comfort.
I gotta see this Sombra gameplay here.
Oh, yeah.
Running away, a classic.
We're gonna have very judgmental on Red X's gameplay right now. We have the Sombra expert.
Looks like. Let's see who capped here. What do you even call these teams? The teal team and the yellow team?
I think that's what we'll go with. That makes a lot of sense. Like green and yellow
Oh, it
or
says
something.
team right there in the bottom. So we got team right and team left.
And team
I
left.
see. So team left, they're up 25. We have some alts coming up. We got Ramantra and we got Winston. So obviously Li Hong very good to primal people off the map here. We're gonna be seeing that here in a second. Maybe.
Oh yeah, it looks like Razor gonna go in, try to just clean house. Zay gonna get out of there, but oh my goodness, we're gonna see the boop come out. Lots of people falling off the map. The Primal Rage still going strong.
Yeah, unfortunately Somber got picked before the fight, and it's a tough one. But it looks like they're starting to turn it now in the longer fight. Oh, here he goes here to
Noxious.
shut it down.
Yeah, Noxious is just gonna throw those knives and clean up. Going very well for the yellow team right now at 50% on the point.
A classic spawn kill tried to happen. Unfortunately, Anna's, she's pretty good. She can hold her own.
Oh, absolutely.
She's Anna Amari. She had to put up with Farah, so.
Exactly. Not a small feat. Oh, we're gonna see the Diva now. There you go.
I was gonna say, we see the Diva, and we have EMP coming in. So, unfortunately, DMAC happens right then. A little miscommunication on timing. You really want to, burst them down together. So it looks like that'll be a loss. And what else do we have coming up? We got Bob's pretty far. So this next one with the Molten Core and Beat Drop could be pretty good. I think this will be. I mean, it has to be. They got 10% left, so they got to hustle. Hopefully, Somber can get the touch and go from there.
Yeah, this is scary for the green team. Or
Somber got caught out though. And I think that's it. Do you think? Oh, what was that? Was that the boop or was that the vortex? I think that was the Ramantra vortex.
I think
that
it was
sucked
too,
her down
yeah.
so she couldn't fly through the window. Wow.
That's crazy. That was a big play.
That was. Molten Core on there and Beat Drop comes in. It's not a big point. You can get caught around there. So yeah, very very forward thinking about using every part of the kit. I don't think a lot of people try to utilize Ramantra to pull people down.
Yeah.
Any cost. But yeah, it is a slow and a vortex. So yeah, very cool.
Interesting. See, I'm learning lots of new things too because I am in what's known as Elo Hell. The gold plat tier, kind of not the greatest of players, but I know a little bit of Overwatch. But learning lots of new strats every time I watch the Saints broadcast. These players are really on top of their game. We could see our team here. This is the right team, I believe, the green team, with mostly varsity and academy players, as well as the varsity coach Zay at the very end. And then the other team is, I think, more so academy here. We have Bailable, ex-varsity player. So it's actually kind of interesting that they're in the lead right now.
Well, it did look like some tech issues of some tech issues were happening there. I'm not sure who it was, but they were, on their knees trying to figure out the.
You see them plugging in the
keyboard. It
keyboard.
wouldn't be a LAN if there wasn't some sort of issue.
Exactly.
It happens at every stream. It's not my stream unless there's something going wrong. Those dang Windows updates. They mess up everything.
Or whenever the Windows ping or whatever comes up in the corner, and then everybody's in the chat was that my computer?
I have to tell them every time I say, guys, that was me. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Exactly.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to the next round.
Yeah,
shall I say?
Round of map 1. Yes.
Now the question is whether or not it will be on Command Center or if it will be on Gardens. I can't remember. What's the map we just did? I believe it was Garden. I always mix those two up. There's the Gardens, there's the Command Center, or Control Center. I'm so sorry. Control
that's it,
Center, not Command Center.
Yeah.
But if it's Control Center, I feel like that's the most of the... and Market's the other one.
Yes,
so
that's the name of it. I can't
remember if
them.
we just did Market or if we just did... I never remember the names
I think
of the
Market
sub-names.
is like the one with the like big square, like the
Okay. Well, we'll see here if we're on... it looks like we are, well, good, busy here. That's what we're doing.
We're gonna throw up, is what we're gonna.
But no, it looks like we're here on Control Center. A lot of more Rush comp, more Reinhardt type stuff. So we'll see if they continue that. Looks like still a little potential, maybe tech issue. We'll see with Sojourn there.
Ooh, we're gonna see the Zarya actually. Soaps is gonna bring that out, and Ramatra. So should be interesting here.
Yeah, sometimes you see, Pharaoh on this map, or maybe just Pharaoh one tricks, and they just happen to be here. But it could be a tough. There's a long choke to fight through, and that spam can be good, which is why we're seeing the Junkrat as well.
Oh yeah, Junkrat is lethal on this map.
Man, you're just trying to peek a corner and you're done.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Zarya can soak up a lot of that, get full energy. It looks like that's what's happening. So we'll see if they switch it up. We're switching it up to another Zarya mirror.
The Echo comes out actually. Speaking of like Pharah, Echo is another one of those characters that can just like sit way up at the top of the point and just rain bullets down on you.
Yeah, and with the, let's see, we have the Junk and the Torb. It's not the easiest to lock her down. But also not the easiest to heal with Moira and Anna. It's okay. It's okay. At least it's not Lucio Juno. That thing is terrible to heal with flying heroes. But it looks like we're trying to speed in here. Tough with the Junkrat into the... Oh, we had the flank angle from Noxious, knocking out 2.
Dang, Baptiste is... looks like we are going to go right back in the game here. Team kill. Noxious doing work. Soak's going to clean it up, take out Razor. It looked like Razor tried to mirror what was going on with our team right.
Yeah, and with the window coming up here, it's going to be a tough push into this. No ults from our left team. And so team right, there's the grab. We've got the grab and the mul. No, not the Moltor. The Moltor's. I don't know what I heard, but it looks like team right should be able to hold this. There's enough ults. It's Q o'clock, as I like to say.
Exactly.
But no, Razor's coming in here and cleaning some people up. Maybe able to turn this.
Yeah, it looks like Echo gonna try to clean up there. Noxious still doing work on that Baptiste. We're gonna hear the Graviton Surge come out. I think that's for the blue team. Yeah, Noxious and Soak's gonna get taken out, and it looks like green team in this scenario are going to clean that up.
Yeah, the grab was enough to lock someone down and get enough momentum to send them back to spawn. And with 87%, it's really one fight. If they lose a fight, it's going to be tough unless someone dies really early and they get a touch. So we're looking at one fight territory for this map, but...
Ooh, both supports down for yellow right now. This is going to be tough.
Yeah, but losing the tank, that can be tough if they get a little regroup here and push in with the Reinhardt before the Zarya can get back. Depends on if, Lucio goes to pick him up and help defend that first initial push. But without a tank, it's tough to stand there in the front line. All the bullets are coming.
Absolutely.
And you're just shooting straight into a shield, so... we do have beat drop here and everyone's back, so... I don't see a way that, unless there's a couple picks. We've had Bap, now we've had then Zen, now we're on Kiriko. So playing a lot of heroes that can get picks. Noxious is, and he was earlier, so we'll see if we continue.
Yeah, Red X with the Molten Core trying to clean up the Reinhardt here. Soak's gonna go down to him and Zay. The tire comes out. Doesn't look like... Oh, okay, it was just an insurance tire there.
Junkrats, they have something against flying heroes. They really just want to kill them. Doesn't matter how you do it, as long as they're dead.
Which is crazy that he can just lob bombs at you and somehow they always find their mark. It's like they're master physicists.
Noxious gets the pick, and we got Shatter coming in. Will Zarya be able to block it? Or will Moira fade? Straight on the Junkrat. You know, he's taking the tire trying to get the echo. And Ryan said, well, you're going to be shattered into the ground. Earth. Yeah.
Oh, looks like
the point has been flipped.
Gonna take the point here, actually. Green gonna take it right back. 99%. I don't think yellow can contest.
Lucio got the touch.
Oh my gosh. I don't even know what's happening. So many things happening on the screen. Look at this.
Little
so
celebratory
excited.
punch, you know.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
So the question is on this next map, will there be Symmetra?
I don't know. See, Symmetra on this map, as soon as you walk into that little, like, where the point is, you just get microwaved. And it's so, like, especially if you have, like, if you want to be, like, really toxic and go, like, Symmetra Torbjorn, and then they just walk in and instantly die, then, I mean, that's fun, too, but...
Yeah, the TP to the window is very strong, especially if you can Lucio out the start. It looks like we do have a Symmetra starting. Sometimes, you know, you just TP out of spawn.
Yeah.
We'll see if they TP to point. Walking at a point. So it's speed boost versus teleporter. Who will get to point first? And
question.
Teleporter's there.
Yep.
And now it's with these sim turrets, it's hard to break through this.
Absolutely.
It's a sustained war a little bit from shooting from afar. Junkrat spam can get a pick though, so.
Especially when you aren't like a shield tank, like holding that up for your team to walk through, it's very difficult. Although Zarya does get good charge, so it is kind of the trade-off.
Yeah, and you can see both teams kind of, you know, they're both doing very well here of not pushing into it to die to sim and not staying on point. Because that's sometimes a mistake is like, oh, we'll just cap the point. And yeah, looks like team left got in there, capped it, and now it's just who will win this long fight. And Zarya's kind of cleaning up. And I think Winston went down, and that was kind of it. And the question is, will we stay on sim?
That is the question. Looks like that teleporter was taken out, but that's not gonna stop Love Note. Gonna go around the side, get a little bit of healing, and gear up for the fight here.
Yeah, sometimes you can kind of just put a teleporter down, fake him out, but May gets a pick, and that might be their entry in.
Oh my
Junkrat
gosh.
also taken out. Wow. And the Blizzard on the point takes over the entire point, and that is going to be it. Man, what is that, 3 kills in a... May, what do we have here?
Oh my goodness. Saints, I'm not saying that you should take him off Omega Strikers, but maybe you need to sign this guy again for Overwatch. That's all I'm saying.
So now the defense is up. We have the window. What else do we have? We got some Coalescence versus window. What wins?
I think
depends on if team left can speed through the window when it's dropped. I think they can be fine, but it's going to be tough to push into this choke while window's up. And with a wall coming right after, I just don't see how they're going to get through until something like Heat Drop or Grab comes up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's the Coalescence. You can see that come through from Zay right into the hallway, but they're doing a half-decent job of kiting it.
Yeah, it was more of a defensive Coalescence, but then that, you know, the wall was retaliated, so now it's down to just the... Well, no, they got Grab. It's coming up,
true.
and it's a big one.
Oh, the
Keeping
massive...
the momentum.
Oh my goodness. Next fight, there's gonna be Nano, there's gonna be Window, and there is going to be Blizzard for the yellow team. But the green team also looking to have Tire Up beat Molten Core and
I'm gonna pick
Graviton.
on May. That's kind of their you know, they don't have to worry about that wall. You can kind of freely push through. Turrets are down. Here comes probably the window and the Molten Core.
Oh, there's
who
a
will
Molten Core.
step in it?
Okay, Graviton Surge didn't seem to get anybody, but the Molten Core maybe just helped zone there. Love Note gonna take out Red X.
The Immortality Field stopping the kill, stalling.
Oh my goodness.
He does eventually fall. Anna does eventually fall, but yeah, saved a lot of time there. And with 5% left, they have to take this point now.
Red X gonna try to go Torbjorn mode on the point here. Not gonna happen. Looks like Team Right gonna win this though.
Yeah, you know, the Symmetra, they got to point first. They didn't cap. They lost that actually.
Yeah.
Which happens. And but they didn't give up. You know, they stayed on the sim. They got a couple picks with May. Here's the May picks.
Yeah.
That got them to the point, and then they just held it down with their defensive. You know, back in my day, there was offense and defense heroes.
Oh yeah,
you know,
yeah.
So
Oh, I'm right there with you.
heroes, the little, what was it, the rook symbol or whatever the heck it was.
Yes, exactly.
You know, they just had the defense heroes and were ready to continually defend against the inevitable running at them. But yeah, May is so super good on that point. The choke points so good at splitting anybody. But yeah, some really good picks there to get them onto the point, because ultimately, I mean, if you never get to the point, you can't defend it.
Yeah, exactly. And like, one thing too is I remember back like 3 or 4 years ago, Bailable used to play May all the time, and I asked him recently, why did you start playing May and like get good at May? And he said, because I hated people playing May against me and just, you know, beating me every game, so I just decided to do it to them. And I was like, you know what, that's fair.
If you can't beat them, join them.
Exactly,
you know?
exactly.
You gotta assert your dominance as the alpha May.
The alpha May.
Yes.
That's good. That's good. But yeah, no, that entire game, it went a little bit differently than I thought it would go. But I mean, it still was pretty close back and forth. The teams are fairly
very
balanced.
close.
Yeah.
And we went to map 3, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, one team capped, and then the other team got it. So you know, it wasn't a
sweep.
stomp.
Yeah.
It wasn't, you know, in any way.
Exactly.
And we got to see some different heroes. A lot of different heroes were being pulled out. Didn't see much. Well, we did see D.Va. Who didn't we see? I don't know, but not a lot of Venture or who's the speedy girl? Juno. That's
Oh
her
yeah,
name.
yeah. I don't think we saw her, did we? No.
Maybe once for a moment.
Yeah, I think
Speed out of
Venture
Spawn.
too. Yeah.
But yeah, well, I think we have to take a break here for a little bit, so we will be right back with the next game.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We are on the classic. We were literally just talking about this before the first game. We're like Lijiang and Kings Row, that we lovingly used to call Saints Row on the broadcast here. But yeah, Kings Row, love to see it. Very excited to see what comps we'll see here.
Well, we have the divas. Oh, we have a diva. Sorry, I thought we had Diva Mirror, but we do have the diva, and we've got a. I see a Sombra there. You know, I'm always looking for the Sombra.
Oh yeah. Sneaking behind there.
Yeah, you can get some good flank angles here. You know, play some off angles and just attack from every angle. You know, the classic opening with the Widowmaker, I believe we had, but now we're on Ashe. Or did I miss that? I missed it. Did we have Widow and then they switched to Mei?
I thought I saw a Widowmaker too.
But doesn't matter. And Justice coming in here and cleaning up. And first push is kind of sent back to spawn here.
Yeah, looks like our green team just gonna hold fast here, hold strong on the point.
Yeah, building some nice ult charge for both Zarya and Bap there, which obviously Grav is great at holding this choke against a grouped up team. But there is a Pharah that does not matter. Taken out by Zarya. She said, "You're on the ground. I don't care. I can still reach you." And they decided it's Widowmaker time. It's Widowmaker time, and we're gonna hold that. We're gonna hold that big Grav coming out. My goodness, almost to the spawn doors. I think Sombra actually touched the spawn door there.
Yeah, that was brutal there. It looks like yellow team kind of having a rough start here. Soak's building up some ultimate charge, gonna see through walls. But I mean, if they're at your doorstep, it doesn't really make that big of a difference.
Yeah, and a lot of this defense, you know, relies on ultimate rotation. So, you know, you grab, and then you have the window, and then maybe you run at them with, I mean, they could do an EMP Blizzard, but you got that Kiriko. If she can be out of it and get a little Suzu, you can shut it all down, and that could be their break-in. But, of course, there's always Widowmaker that can make a pick and get the opening, but looks like Kiriko is going to get the pick. But the window's running, and the little immortality bounce there.
Oh, wow.
Taking a little stroll.
Supports are doing work on both teams right now. Looks like yellow team gonna have to kind of regroup back at spawn real quick. So getting some picks here and there as well. But I am noticing Noxious just becoming a sniper in his own right.
Yeah, well, and the sniper that now has walls, you know, she's speaking French, and that helps the whole team. So,
yeah.
But it looks like Noxious was taken out, and Sombra also gets a pick. Red X looks like this could be another hold happening.
Oh yeah, only a minute left here for yellow team to make a break-in onto the point. Soak's gonna go down, kind of staggered a little bit, but that's okay with Widowmaker being able to grapple anywhere she pleases, really. Oh no, that's a big pick onto Noxious.
Big stagger.
Gonna cause another delay here.
She can teleport out of spawn, bro.
Yeah.
And an EMP coming out. The Sombra domination, you know, you were talking about the Mei is trying to assert your Mei dominance, but
oh yeah,
that was straight up. That was straight up. The Sombra was alone, and she got solo EMP'd. So, not sure. You know, as long as they can hold this, it's fine. But that might have been a little bit of a toss there.
Yeah. Soak's on the Echo.
Kitsune comes out, but Echo taken down right before.
Oh, this is gonna be rough for yellow.
And a huge grab, and that's gonna be it.
Yeah, that's it.
Teabag now. Wait a minute.
Wait a second.
First the solo EMP, and now, man.
That's some BM right there.
BM among friends.
Yep. Yep. Yes. Any other team, and it would be like, okay, but since they all know each other, we'll let it pass.
Yeah, I guess, you know, the EMP, they wanted to shut down the other Sombra so they couldn't get the scouting intel or whatever they wanted, but it was enough. It was enough to, maybe they said, hey, you go assert that dominance, don't let her get EMP, and I'll grab them when they come to point. And grab Blizzard, of course.
Oh, yeah.
What can you do?
You're
you can
locked down.
Suzu. You can Suzu.
Yeah.
You know, there's
Can you cleanse
ways.
both though at the same time?
I mean, it just buys time. It buys enough time.
Yeah.
I'm not a, you know, Why's Kiriko got to do it all? Why
Yeah,
she
I
got to
don't
do it all?
know.
She snipes, she heals, she peels.
Yep. She does it all, truly. Like,
And look at that, we have a little Juno.
all right. I haven't actually seen much Juno gameplay because I haven't really played since she came out.
Well, she's speedy. She flies a little bit, and her ult, kind of like a mix between Transcendence and Mercy damage beam.
Oh,
You know?
okay. So it kind of buffs the team and
Yeah,
keeps
you
them
get
up?
healing and you get a damage boost.
All right.
So very, very strong at pushing, which they are trying to push. And all they have to do is get one tick.
Yes.
Because our lovely green team slash left, no, what right team. Oh wait, they're defending. What am I saying? Oh wait, no, both teams have Juno now. I'm losing it.
Me
I'm losing
too.
it.
Me too. Oh.
And so you heal kind of like as Anna.
Oh, so you have the shoot to heal. Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
So we'll see if they can. A pick already happening. Oh, but that's on the defense. So not as game ending, we'll say.
Okay. Yeah, this is yellow team gonna get their Juno picked off, which is not good.
And being down 2 at this point. 3, 4.
Yeah.
It's
over. There's no way. Unless.
That's toast.
Yeah,
No,
that's
there's
toast.
more teabagging, more punching ground.
Razor. All right. Oh.
But could Somber get the touch? Will they overextend?
I think Tracer got on there too, potentially. Nope, that's game. That's game.
At that point, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah, so now we're 1-1 in the series. I think our third map would be Control Point. If that's
Oh, the teabags, but the hearts.
Aw. See, they still love each other. They're still friends. And the play is going to go to Razor, just cleaning up on that Zarya. I think this is the Graviton right here. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Cleaned up the yellow team for the green to hold the point. So we'll have to see. I think they're going to get into game fairly quickly, as long as I think last time the only reason that we had a little bit of a delay was one of the players had a tech issue, but it looks like they're all ready to go, already warmed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we got some, looks like nice jerseys out there.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Were you any part of designing those jerseys? by
No,
chance?
no, not the jerseys, but yeah. Usually I do a lot of like stream assets, like the starting and break screen is what I kind of did recently, and then
cool.
right now I'm gonna try to overhaul some more stream stuff. But
Sure.
yeah, no, we have an awesome marketing team that is kind of in charge of that, and they did a pretty good job with the jerseys this year. I'd say like I really like the like solid green and little gold
Well, of course, we
designs.
have the green and gold
Yes,
back here as well.
exactly.
Very thematic, of course.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell our brand colors.
Hey, it's good to have a very, as here as well, have very themed, very thematic.
Exactly.
But yes, looks like next game. What are we expecting? Who's gonna take it?
I don't know, because I mean, after that last game, the green team looked a lot more like, they looked a lot more solid and like flexible with their heroes, I guess.
Yeah, a lot of hero swaps.
Yeah, exactly. So I think they kind of have the upper hand in this next game, but I mean, yellow team could still bring it back. It all depends, really.
A lot of support kills.
Yes,
A lot of support kills and a lot of grabs that were.
Yes.
I kept seeing Zarya and supports. Not where were the DPS? What happens there?
I don't know. I mean, I know Noxious and Soaks are both part of the varsity team, so they are definitely like players to look out for on the yellow team. But yeah, I don't know. I think a little bit more DPS and they have a chance.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, we saw May go in there and
that's true.
dink, 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 real quick. So a couple plays like that can help take this third game.
I think he just needs to play May. I think that's the answer.
Let's get some May out there.
Yeah.
I'm ready. It works with Zarya, works with Grav. I'm all for May.
Oh yeah.
She's tanky still. She didn't get the HP nerf. On the most recent. Well, not most recent, but there was the whole nerfed a lot of the mobile heroes down to 225, and that kind of shifted a lot of things. We saw a lot of Reaper coming forward, a lot of May still continuing to have that extra HP.
Yeah.
HP helps a lot, you know. If you don't die, then
It
you can
does.
just keep killing. You know.
And like everybody getting the old support passive too a while back, you know, that kind of disrupted the game too. A lot of people are like, well, they can just, you know, peel out of the fight and chill for a couple minutes and come right back in, and they're all 100%.
Well, it looks like we're on Havana Na. You know, a lot of Widowmaker, a lot of snipers on this
Yes.
map. Do you know if there's any any Widow Hanzo players on either of these teams?
I'm seeing Hanzo on the yellow team. Looks
They're
like
known for their Hanzo.
that is true. Yeah, yellow team. We're gonna have Ana as well in there, which can help out a little bit with sniping. We're gonna see the Ash come out on the side of the green team, and that dang Mei on both teams.
Both teams, it looks like there's going to be a close hold here.
Yeah.
You know, you just shove the door, don't let them out. They can't touch, they can't cap. I've had many games of this situation, which of course I love because I love playing Mei. So sometimes you just have to, you know, go out either door and try to get a pick and go from there. And with already one pick happening on the Ash, that loses a lot of their DPS capability.
Yeah.
So you kind of just have to sit there and stall for a while, but will they be able to stall long enough for Soldier 76? A good switch to come back to point fast, and they may actually be able to hold it long enough.
Actually, I think Soaks' plan here is to just build up ult charge so he can pop the Transcendence, get the team just outside the door so they can actually take a favorable fight here, and then maybe swap back to another hero. We'll have to see.
Yeah, again, the attacking team splitting and coming out different sides, trying to take a couple off angles, makes the ice wall less good. You know, you can get out. You're not just all trying to get through that one choke on Hanamura.
Yeah. Looked like Love Note did take out Razor, so green team's down their tank as he comes back from spawn, but I mean the rest of the green team just cleaned up the yellow team as well, so I mean now that Razor's back, that was kind of like their opening, they kind of missed it, but we're gonna see the swap over from Hanzo to Tracer and Bastion.
Bastion just for raw damage, but they are out of the door. You know, their stun's being spawn trapped, but looks like we have a window here, and this is a great immortality spot. You know, you can just peek the window, hide the corner, whatever you need to do. It's hard to kill the immortality field, and a big shatter didn't get blocked, and a charge right into the thing, and we've got Blizzard coming in a small room. That's always going to be good. Tracer, I guess, trying to do a little, you know, there was not much she could do there at that point, you know. Her team was gone, and now they're trapped at the door again.
Oh, dang. Just when they got out, they escaped prison, they're sent right back to their cell.
This is a situation, you know, I don't want to keep pushing Sombra, but this is a situation where she can kind of force a little back cap and pull people away.
You're absolutely correct.
But it looks like they're going to go more of the Widowmaker straight into the ship. Almost got a pick there, very close shot. Using the new, is this the new skin? Oh my goodness, it's the new Widowmaker skin.
Oh, I see.
But V-Trap comes in and pushes them right back into spawn.
Big pick on the Mei, but Ana is going to go down. Love Note has ult, and looks like we're going to see Ana pop that nano maybe on the Shatter. We'll see. A little bit of a combo action going on here. Soaks and Available.
Both supports down.
Wow. All right. Judgmental is going to take out Available. Noxious take out Zay. A little bit of a Reinhardt brawl that Love Note is going to come out victorious in. Yeah, exactly. I mean, they gotta, right? They gotta.
They finally got out the door, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
And as we were talking about earlier, we got the double snipers coming out.
Yep.
It's Widowmaker time.
Oh my goodness. Red X is scary on that Widowmaker. You see Noxious on the Widow as well.
And which one of the, well, you know these players more than I do. Who's gonna win here, Red X or Noxious in the Widow off?
Oh, I really don't know.
But a Shatter's coming in!
Oh, look at that. Lucio Gaming happening on stream right now. Noxious gonna take out Judgmental, but Red X takes out Noxious, gonna be the winner of that Widow battle. We're down to 10 seconds on the clock.
The emergency Sombra coming out to touch. They do have ults. We have Sunrise. We have Shatter. We got Walls. That might have hit a car.
Oh my. I can hear maniacal laughing outside. One of the teams is popping off right now. Oh my goodness. Looks like Noxious gonna take out Zay.
He's got a lot of work to do there.
Yeah, I think the yellow team is pretty much cooked at this point. It is now
cheeky
burnt.
Sombra
They're not
touch
just
once
cooking.
again. Another team. Man, they just
So
are sending
many
it back and
teabags.
forth.
Yeah, no coffee fans in the chat, I guess. There's all teabags around here.
0-0.
This is gonna be really tough for the yellow team because they're gonna have to play this immaculately. I mean, they can afford to lose maybe one fight.
Yeah, I think we're going to see him run it back on trying to hold them in spawn.
Oh, yeah.
I think kind of that's the only... it's the most consistent. I mean, like, you could try to double sniper and just, like, pick them off continually, but they get ults once and pick you, you're done. So at least with the Mei opening, holding the spawn door, you can maybe cheese out a little win. You know, they did it. Why not do it back to them?
Exactly.
So the question is, how is the attacking team going to get out of spawn?
I am not sure how this is gonna go for them, but it looks like they're planning to speed out of spawn in some way, shape, or form. Well, Red X kind of covers the, trying to get a pick here or there with the Widowmaker in the back line.
Yeah, that's ultimately, as always, I think kind of the best way to get out of that spawn is your team goes right and you send a Widowmaker or somebody else left and hope for a pick and go from there. But we do have the Mei and the Venture, so definitely trying to hold the spawn. Surprised we don't have Reinhardt, but Ramatra's still fine at holding the doors, you know, locking them down.
Oh yeah, because he's so chilling on top of the gas station.
Yeah, but see, we have half the team going out that way, and what will happen on the other side? Will they get a pick?
Oh.
And it looks like Reinhardt gets a charge, walks through the team, and just charges away and catches the Lucio. Widowmaker getting the pick after that, and they're already out of the spawn. And now it's pretty much down to one fight, unless that card goes backwards. So we'll see if they switch it up. It looks like we do have to switch up from the Mei onto the Widowmaker. We're gonna have Noxious versus Red X once again on the Widow versus Widow.
Ooh, we do see Venture though.
Yeah, Venture's still staying in there. Just a nice HP pool to, contest the point. You can contest a long time with Venture.
Is Venture still as lethal as they were on launch?
They were definitely lethal on launch.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure if they're quite as lethal. I know there's been a couple nerfs or changes and whatnot, but with the HP pool change, they've become a little bit more lethal at killing those heroes. And Widowmaker doesn't have a huge HP pool, so if Venture can get onto Widowmaker, but we shall see. We shall see. It doesn't look like that's going to be the case, though. We've got the emergency Hammond coming out to touch the cart and stall, but another pick on the Lucio. I don't see a way. Venture can stall, but will Hammond even get there? Touches,
just
but
barely. Like less than 2 meters here, 1.5 meters.
And with the Hammond going down, now it's up to Venture. Can Venture stall long enough? Widowmaker bypassing says, I don't care about you, Venture. My team will clean you up. Let me get anybody else. Picks up Lucio, and I think that's going to be it. Are they not pushing the cart? What's happening? They don't want it to end. They want it to have a little celebratory Widowmaker versus Reinhardt battle for 2 minutes and 2 seconds. And that's the game!
Yep, that's the game.
They said enough's enough. We were waiting on our Torbjorn ult, and we got it.
I like
celebratory Torbjorn ult.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Oh, look at this.
Oh,
Big
look at
hugs
that.
all
Good
around.
Games.
Yeah.
And a Mei of the game.
Mei in the game.
It's the blizzard inside. A huge blizzard.
Wow.
It's hard to get out of there.
Yeah.
I think I heard Transcendence trying to save him, but I don't know where they were.
Too little too late, I think, at that point. I mean...
They were using it to run.
Yeah.
As you should.
Just to get out. I mean, it was really hard for Yellow Team to really make anything work there because of the Lucio, the pick on the Lucio over and over again, making it so the team can't get out very easily or get in very easily. It makes totally, difficult for them to kind of hold that point after Lucio is dead, but looks like there is some camaraderie going on. Lots of handshakes, fist bumps, all of that jazz.
See lots of smiles too. So, you know, here to win, have a good time, be competitive, but at the end of the day, fun.
Oh yeah. Look at that. Big fist bumps all around. Both sides look pretty happy though, even though, you know, there was a winner and a loser. I mean, they were all having a good time. You could hear them laughing out there through our soundproof door. So,
They
you know,
must
they're
have been
having
laughing pretty good then.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, yeah, I mean, that was our best of 3 show match today. I mean, how did you kind of feel about those games?
Yeah, I mean, you know, there was definitely some good plays, definitely some throws. No. But no, the classics. It felt like the classics of the maps. You know, we had the Symmetra on Lijiang. We had the May full hold spawn door. Like that's for Havana. That's very, very classic. And then of course King's Row. But yeah, lots of May. I got to see some Sombra. I didn't see a lot of Sombra popping off. You know?
That's the thing.
There was no big. The EMP fights were lost immediately.
Exactly.
So you got to work on that. But you know, I'll have to find someone that can help you with that.
Exactly. I think I know a guy.
Yeah.
Well, that was our best of 3 show match. Congratulations to the green team. We're going to throw it to a really quick break, and then Zaren's going to be back with the moment a lot of people have been waiting for, the raffle for some of the free Alienware gear. So we'll see you guys very shortly.
All right. Hello. There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, huge thank you to the two Overwatch teams for showing up here today, playing a fantastic show match. Congratulations to St. Clair, let's call him Green, led by Coach Zay. I think we should see him load up more often. He looked good out there. But anyways, finally, we got to the moment that we've all been waiting for here. We're going to be starting our raffle, and we're going to kick things off with a headset giveaway. So we're going to roll the tube thing and pick a number. So get your tickets out. Pay close attention to your numbers. If your number is called, come up to the front. All right, is everybody listening? First number, 450702. Looks like we got a winner. All right. All right, let's see the ticket just to verify. 450702. All right, there we go. All right, congratulations. Good take a picture, yeah? Take him.
Oh, God. Let's just spin it every single time, we're gonna...
Yeah, let's spin it. It's for the people. I have to pay attention to my numbers, too. Promise it's not rigged in my name. All right. Next up is going to be a Alienware mouse. Okay, reach in. Okay, next winner of the Alienware mouse, it's 450719. 450719. Any claims? Last opportunity, 450719. Okay, looks like we got a respin. All right, let's try this again. All right, winner of the Alienware mouse, 450441. Oh, we got a winner back there. Just making sure my tickets didn't win. All right, here we go. Wait, let me see, sorry. 450. Wait, hang on. 450441. All right, you're good. Perfect. There you go. Take a quick pic. All right, next up we have an Alienware keyboard. We have two available. If I have anything to say about it, I might just slide one out and take one home. Very nice here. We got another number. Okay, 450590. All right. That's a match. All right, congrats. You got to win. Here you go. Thank you. All right. Also would like to mention no repeat winners. So if you win once, you can't win again. Sorry. All of you booing right now may not win anyways, so stop. All right. Next up, we're back to the headset. Second headset available. All right, 450659. Did you actually? Wow. What? All right. Wow. St. Clair Rocket League player. Congrats. All right. Next up, we're back to another Alienware mouse. Like, you're just keeping the key in it. All right. For an Alienware mouse, 450-400. Oh, we got a winner down the side. All right. Come on down.
All the 2s and 1s, man. All the 2s and 1s.
I'm good. I'm good.
I'm spinning it. I don't know. I'm spinning it.
450-400. Awesome. There you go. Congrats. Take a quick pick and have a seat. I feel like doing a stand-up routine up here. Yeah, I'll pick one. All right, next up, we have another Alienware keyboard. I'm gonna dive in here. Pick my number. Okay. 450580 for an Alienware keyboard. What? Did you win, actually?
Wait, did you say it again?
450580. 450580. All right, congratulations. That one is definitely rigged, guys. That one might be suspect, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Wow. Please hold for difficulties here, guys. Sorry. All of the numbers that were on the floor were Braden's, so it's fine. All right. Before we get to the laptop, we have a special Alienware gaming chair as well. So, yes. So, okay. So, the chair is obviously not here, as you see, but it will be shipped to your house. So if you do win, we'll talk to you afterwards, get your address, so on and so forth. Okay. Let's try this again without dropping it. For the Alienware gaming chair, 450190. Looks like we got a winner back there. All right, come on. Can I see?
Dyslexic, so might be wrong.
Okay. No, you're good. That's a win. All right, congrats. Okay. Wow, guys. This is intense. I'm getting kind of nervous. Oh. I've been given permission to spin it. Our final prize of the Alienware gaming laptop. This is for the bread. Drum roll. You guys think we can get a little drum roll going here? A little pat on something? Yeah, there we go. All right. The grand prize winner of the Alienware gaming laptop. Can you get, 4507. 3-1. 450731. Oh, we got one in the bag. All right. See the ticket?
450731.
Yeah, that's a match. All right. Congratulations. There you go. Take care of that. It's heavy.
Thank you.
Wow, guys. Guys, no live auctions, please. Not here. Not now. You can do it in the nest later, but just not at this very moment. All right, well, that's going to do it. Thank you all so much for coming out today. Thank you again to all the representatives from Dell, Alienware, Intel as well if you're here, St. Clair College, Sean as well for putting this all together and helping out, Crystal and Nick, the SRC Student Representative Council here at St. Clair College. Thank you all so much, and we hope to see you again soon. As well as Fitz, you got to give a quick shout out for making the trip up here. Thank you for coming out, and again, thank you all so much again for making this possible.